the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
It's week 11 of the NFL.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the NFL's Comeback Player of the Year in 2019, and that's Ryan Tannehill. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 21 carries, 71 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. David Ajabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the play. On 2nd and 15 now. Tannehill, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the 2nd overall pick from BYU, now in his 2nd season, Zach Wilson. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They go play action with Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 6 carries, 52 yards.
There were some signs of life from the ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon with career touchdown number 70. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Room here to run. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
And now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before they have.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A toss running left, Fournette. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. After the toss, well executed there to find the space and then eventually get out of bounds after a good gain.
And for the toss play to be that successful, you've got to control the edge. And oftentimes, if you've got a tight end who can do that, that allows that toss play to get called often during a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Lions at 5-4 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Play action. Now Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to Chataway into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, partners, my old man used to say, make sure you strap up tight if you're going to try and stop one of those big horses out there. As you just saw there, this guy does not go down easily.
Wilson's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37. Play in this first half. Five in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now it's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's wrong with that one.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Looking long for Thomas. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Bears who have the lead. Emmanuel Sanders, a touchdown reception. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Najee Harris, 100 yards exactly on the ground with a touchdown run as well. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
To throw again on second down. Wilson finding his target. It's Trey McBride. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. It's Wilson. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught by Tony. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On third down, Wilson. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters in the books. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And able to find Allen Lazard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. To throw is Tannehill. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Tannehill. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Michael Thomas. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a little more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Kadarius Toney, 77 yards. And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. And now out come the Giants. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. Thomas has got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup at 14. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Here's Tannehill.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Here's Wilson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Now Tannehill.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line.
Throwing Tannehill. Montgomery, another targeted catch. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Fournette running wide side. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Fournette on the counter, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, and they'll take it from there.
So
your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the red dude. Red got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere 20.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take your tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumental. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl.
told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the f is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know the time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know the time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yeah. Shower, moisturizer, and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What up? Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the boys leave at 8. And we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Gon' play a score for every album project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go.
Rushing me. Relax, chill, alright?
To tonight, just don't care. Playing games, gun, bring your downstairs.
White tripping. I left something in the house.
It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my gang. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished. Put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of all the titles. You need to grow. I've been watching mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the throne. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the full.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, the mental lie. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a quarter meal, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off reception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm rare. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants.
to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all get it. Jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burials, pride. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Serving up for love, dancing in a drum. Hello to the big step, but never lose a jump. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I feel out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies subtracting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for status. When you show your show on credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life's like, you gossip. What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you, I'm like overdog. I treat you like I'm Jigga, watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic, that ain't protocol.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on type, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history, fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would've crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. quite nuclear. Amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I ain't mending them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivicus. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody wave. We're the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni had yelling hits. This is so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with the leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a savvy for BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that them don't know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only cover the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on the reigning MVP, Aaron Rodgers. Your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Bills and the Lions, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Our game here in Detroit, a Thanksgiving tradition dating back to 1934. And it is the first of 3 games today, per usual. We'll see the Giants and Cowboys from Dallas after us. And then later tonight, the nightcap, another game with NFC North intrigue. The Pats and Vikings from Minneapolis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Hardman on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the 2nd overall pick out of BYU, now in his 2nd season, and that's Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right read, and the right throws.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 11 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Wilson. Steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Taken in at the 22. Oh, good move. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably had a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
And this one complete right side to Funchess. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds his target, Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Ball again on 2nd down. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. A 2-yard gain. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Lutz now to kick this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Throwing now, Wilson off 1st down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Lions at 6-4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. A good pickup there of 22. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Trey McBride from 13 yards out. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 4. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On the draw, it's Hall. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Zach Pascal, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Agnew now to return. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And a happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there as we look ahead to 2 more games later today and then a full slate coming up this weekend. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. And then finally, a Cyber Monday edition of Monday Night Football, as the final game of November is the Steelers and the Colts from Lucas Oil Stadium. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Come on, set.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second rep to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. If you're going to blitz, I'm likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Ball again on 2nd down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. This is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flushed out right. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now Wilson on 1st down. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be corralled well outfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fournette running wide side. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McPherson on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So here are the Bills to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess
rush coming, and he's taken down. David Ojabo in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hardman to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to let it go again. And it's and incomplete. The Lion 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw, Rodgers. To the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run with Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blankers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll try to run with Hall. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Lutz is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So now the Lions down 20-14, 50 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's Wilson. He's got McBride, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. One last shot for Wilson. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. No time on the clock. This to claim victory. And his kick is good. And cool as you like it, he pushes it through. And this game is over. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking. But he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, a touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.
So for Detroit, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go hand damn, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bring it home.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. This shit in the space, then I say it's everything. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thriving. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yana hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr,
We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? For my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joshua from my head of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Make you fall like coffee, call me and start before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. All that them don't know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up? You know what's up? You know pretend. You know the lie. You know the game. You know what's up? You know
see we going crazy. We at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in the ghost, I'ma get Swayze. I just got off of the jet and I cry. I went in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rolly, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow the holy.